Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Mum Cass. I'm very pleased to have you. And today we are going to shrink wrap some bath bombs. Very satisfying. I've done a couple already for all the socials to see what we're doing. And I've shown you a pink bath bomb demo, and I will show you a blue bath bomb demo next. Hi Sophie. No worries, darling, that's understandable. I get it that not everybody can make it all the time, unfortunately. I wish everyone was here all the time, obviously, but I understand that not everybody can make it all the time. Hiya, Shaz, nice to see you, lovely. Oh, excuse me today, I'm actually wearing my pyjamas because I feel like it. How is everybody? See if I can make that ideal as possible. Hi, Shandy, nice to see you, lovely. Itchy ear. Somebody must be talking about me, possibly because I've just gone live. People have been talking about me a lot lately. Must be getting famous. Okay, this bit here, by the way, is my phone camera set up. Sorry, it's sort of in the way a little bit, but I can't really. I could change it, but I can't be bothered. Oh shit, I'm running over my wire though, that's not a good idea. Okay, this one, left. It's just started raining then, it's nice. Well, there's some grey clouds over there actually, it looks a bit ominous. Okay, let's wrap some bath bombs, shall we? Woohoo! Well done, Shaz. Anyone who hasn't subscribed to Shaz, they're free. Jump on over there and subscribe. Get her over that 400 mark, or even over the 500 one would be good. Great content, especially I love the chicks and the eggs. That's so cool. Ah, yay, Sophie. Well done. Thank you. Woohoo. Nice one, Shaz. We're very happy for you, darling. Okay, Shandy. That's so cool. I'm glad you got to the 400. I reckon it won't be long before you're hitting 500 and more. Your content deserves it, darling. She has this really cool video, well, a couple of really cool videos, Sophie, where like she looks through the eggs of the chickens and you can see the babies inside. It's well sweet. I'd be doing that all the time. Okay, so I just decided I was going to have a PJ day today. But, yeah, I didn't realise like Brad and Sue and Matt hadn't seen that video from the mastermind himself. Yeah, it's a onesie, that type thing, but I'll pull it up a bit. It's worth highlighting again, isn't it, really, that there's someone going around superimposing my head into a coffin because they find it funny that, well, they believe I'm lying about dying. Don't see quite what they think it's like going to get out of it. Hey, boo boo. How are you, my dear? I gathered. In disguise, I love it. You'll just get accused of being a troll, you know. God forbid anyone has another account. You thought I was naked. I mean, I'm confident, sort of, but not that confident. I wouldn't come on camera naked. You got 5 total. That's what I love about Claire. I wish that I haven't got the confidence that Claire's in myself to do that. I wouldn't. Like, I am quite outlandish like Claire, but I'm not quite as like comfortable with myself as Claire is. I love it. It's inspiring, isn't it? To those who've Like some people have been quite obnoxious recently, saying that I love the drama and stuff. And I've got to address it because it's not nice that people are being castigated for being my friend because I supposedly love the drama and stuff. And I think those people need to remember that actually, like, it wasn't ever me that started that. It was New who started following me to their channel, indeed, slagging me off, and it was them that went along with it. If I love the drama so much, well, at this point, I'm at the point where it's like, I don't give a fuck if you think I love the drama. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks anymore. I'll do exactly what I need to do when I need to do it. If that means, if standing up for myself means loving the drama, then so be it. I really don't care. But stop saying that I don't do drama and that, because obviously I'm stuck right in the fucking middle of it, whether I like it or not. And don't expect me not to respond to someone putting me in a coffin and taking the piss out of the fact that I'm dying. It's not funny at all. Was it? So this plastic is shrink wrap plastic. You do have to buy them, the bags. Like you can get all different sizes. Hiya, Kirsty. I'm glad you're back to yourself. Good to hear. Yeah, shrink wrap plastic. I believe normal plastic doesn't have the same effect, but yeah, Sophie, it's not easy, is it? With the drying. It's quite shocking what goes on out there. There's a lot of haters who really haven't even given you the time of day, just because fucking Nicky New has gone round spreading shit about me. You're soaked. Been out in the rain, have you? Like, she did everything she could to damage my reputation, to make people hate on me. And with some, it's worked, you know what I mean? But the fact is, it doesn't mean that I'm actually any of the things that she said I am. It doesn't take long to work that out. You can change back. It's more the people that I have always treated with respect that will sit there and not be friends with Claire anymore because she's daring to be friends with me, which is just wrong. We've got a lot in common, me and Claire. People just try and prevent anyone from being friends these days, don't we? Welcome back, Shandy. Yeah, no, I understand that, so it's not nice for me when I've had like my face superimposed into a coffin and made jokes of very little support from people that I thought were decent friends up until recently. But then I find out that they have been slagging me off behind my back as well. So I've unsubscribed from loads now. Just, you know, keep myself to myself and stick to the channels that I've always stuck with. Hello, shrimp. I do have clothes on, honestly. Yeah, I wouldn't call him an enemy anyway. So it's not an enemy. He's just done something that was unloyal or disloyal, which puts me on a back burner. I'm not going to openly trust people who do things that hurt me. But I do understand why. I understand why a lot of people sided with that lot, because they were told a load of shit about me, and because the other side are very aggressive about it, and people are either intimidated to stand up against that and don't want the shit for themselves, so they let me take it, or and I'd rather that as well than put anyone else into a mental health situation that they don't need to be in as well, you know what I mean? I understand that that certain person doesn't need it in his life. I thank you, Kirsty. I love you. You have always been supportive. You're like Tam, babe. Mm. Well, it's not like he's my enemy or anything. He was a very good friend. But it is the friends that hurt the most, you know what I mean? Because obviously they're the people that I thought would stick by me, but ultimately most people who stick by you, if it benefits them too. I think psychology helps me accept how people's minds work a bit better. Thank you, Shandy. I've realised now that actually those people who keep saying, oh, she loves the drama if I speak on it, what they want is for me to shut up. They want me to not respond to the bollocks. They want me to not stand up for myself. And I'm not willing to be that person anymore. Because doing so lets other people get hurt as well. You know, there's a lot of innocent victims in all of this. And if I shut up and don't tell people like what's been going on, then these people are free to keep doing it. Yeah, I know, Shandy. It has already been like such a part of my online life for the last year and a half, dealing with Nikki and her bollocks, and the constant having to answer to people who listen to it. That just spoils any fun of it for me. Which that's what I'm here for, is to try and relax and enjoy myself. Going around making people think that I'm lying about my health or a bully is the best way to try and get people to hate on me and support them for some reason. Did you, Shandy? Was it fun? I was willing to do the quizzes, but I can't be fucked. No point. Oh no, it's not good, Kirsty. Oh, thank you, Shandy. It wasn't fun. I'm alright, and it's just like it does get to you a bit, doesn't it, after a while. Like the whole coughing thing is a step too far for my liking. Well, there's been quite a few steps too far, do you know what I mean? But like I don't want to sit and moan about it too much because obviously it'll just be used against me. But being in a coffin is something that in my last couple of years I've thought about it quite a lot, you know what I mean? And I don't like to think about it. And the fact that people find it funny is like, but I don't want to let it upset me because that's obviously their plan is to let it upset me, make it upset me. But even new, I'm like, is that really like okay with her as well? Like after everything I did for that girl, the amount of times that I sat there and well, she denies that it was even true, but I sat there and made sure she was all right up all night, saying she was suicidal over Eileen, and you know what I mean? She spoke to my kids on video camera, saying how upset it was, she was, that my poor kids had to go through it all. Hiya, Flicker. And then to do all that she's done to make it cause that sort of upset to me is even Eileen I would have expected better from, but like Eileen's completely encouraged it every step of the way, hasn't she? Constantly backing it up and saying that yeah, I'm lying about my health and stuff. But I would have thought that as mothers they would have a little bit more, and that they're bearing in mind they're both older than me, even though they call me old. They're actually both older than me. Their kids are all older than my kids. And they've got lungs that work, even if not very well. It certainly work better than mine do. We have to be sympathetic and understanding when they get told about their past grief. But it's okay to troll my kids about the grief that they already are having to deal with every day. I've literally I haven't seen it. The last couple of nights with it all, I literally haven't slept. Like last night, I was waking up like I was falling asleep and then waking up immediately, like it was like 5-10 minutes had passed on the clock. And then I'm passing out all the time, and it's just exhausting. I'm knackered, and the more run down I get, the worse my health gets. And like I know he just keeps saying that I'm lying about it, but the fact is that I'm not lying about it. It really is genuine, and it really does affect my breathing. As you can see, my lips have got a blue tint around them. That's how it affects my breathing. I don't get blue lips. Like I could go and get a slush puppy and fake it, but Take care, Sophie. Have a good one. when I realised that some of those people that have been like acting as if I deserve this shit are people that I've supported and been friends with or thought I was friends with. And they're gonna make other people not be friends with me because fucking if they dare be friends with me, then they lose their other friends. That's fucked up. Do you know what I mean? That's exactly what Nikki done to me. What's he done now? He won't have liked it because I told Brad what he done today. God forbid anyone actually speak up for me. That's how it works, you see. If anyone speaks up for me, then he targets them. So I can't have any support. Yeah, I'm struggling with my blood's all over the place at the moment. Still fighting infection. I think I don't know if I'm fighting infection or not. Actually, I'm not on antibiotics at the moment, but I don't think it's coming back, but I still feel weakened by it. Yeah, they're not Shandy, that's right. Hi, Shelley, babe, you right? They're not friends, but it just breaks my heart, really, that it's some of the people I've got in, like I've had arguments with other people because I've supported those people. The only reason I ever argued with Eileen was to support Nikki, believing that she was going to commit suicide over her. And look at how that turned out for me. Eileen's done nothing but back her up the whole way, making sure that people believe the shit about me. Is it bad? He wants to silence me. Oh, it's going to be hard work, isn't it? My mother's been trying to silence me ever since I had fucking speech therapy and learned how to talk. My kids are always trying to silence me. Here I am on the internet with a public forum to talk all I want. Funny that. And I'm going to keep talking about him because he won't stop and he's an evil, sick twat. So, I think I'm going to stop by being more of a bully to you. Not really. Not going to work like that. Exactly, Shandy. When I fell out with Nikki New, that was the thing, you see. Like, Sophie had done a video and she was like basically calling out Llama and myself. And Nikki went on there and commented like all lovey-dovey, oh, I love you, we're friends together, blah, blah, blah. And I said to her, like, yeah, you didn't even have to defend me. But you didn't have to go in there all lovey-dovey with someone that's just slagged me off rotten as your best friend who sat up with you for fucking months on end and helped you. Are you alright, buddy? Helped you build your channel. Exactly. I've done so much for her, and I would have expected that. I didn't expect her to defend me because she was a pussy and couldn't defend herself. I don't really expect anyone to defend me. It's nice when people do, obviously, but I don't expect people to get themselves in shit for me. But I don't expect my friends to go and support someone who's targeting me. You know. I don't think that's too much to ask as a friend. And this is what it's turned into. This is how it's become. Like, she's literally neither knew or Eileen go on camera, really. Um, you know, like the idea is that they want me to shut up. They want to silence me from openly saying anything about the things that they've done to me because they know how sick it is. The same as I'm sure they want to silence Tan because they know that the racism is not going to drive in this day and age, and you're not going to get on TV or last on TV for very long with people out there openly declaring with evidence what you've said and done that's so prejudiced. Um, so they wish to silence us because they're going to end up losing out because of what they've chosen to participate in. That's how they roll. But it's important that things like that like as much as you're strong and can handle it, it's important that things like that stay in the public forum. The same as her ripping people off and begging for money stays in the public forum. It needs to, because you keep that a secret and you're letting people become the next target. You know what I mean? There's going to be more victims of it. And so we've got to keep it public whether we want to or not. I've tried shutting up anyway and it didn't work. I kept my mouth shut for weeks and it didn't work. She restarted it all and he came in hammer and tongs to defend her. Yeah, they are, Kirsty, that's right, because we've got a good family relationship going on here. You allow the lie, so he's targeted you. Which lie? Because he claims everything's a fucking lie. Shandy. Yeah, same. Can. They phoned me just yesterday asking if I want to carry on, if I want to do any more, and I said just leave it open at the moment because there's still a lot more going on. And they said that I should send in more info, any more further evidence. Like he might delete stuff, but obviously some people keep it. But you've all seen the proof that I am, so, or that I have life-limiting diseases. That's because I haven't got a end of date. You don't get one like that with a life-limiting disease. But you've all seen the evidence. So even my videos are evidence, going right the way back, showing everything. Hiya, Claire. Oh, it's lovely to see you, babe. I hope you're okay. I was getting a bit worried that you weren't coming in, then starting to think, God, she won't want to be friends with me anymore because everybody don't want to be friends with her if she's friends with me. Sick of it. Pathetic, man. Yeah, man. Makes me laugh because it's like he just keeps saying it over and over again that it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie, but I've proven it. And he just carries on saying it as if it's like going to make it true that I'm lying. You don't just become CEV, clinically extremely vulnerable to COVID. You don't become that unless you really are quite severely vulnerable, like a lot of people, even with cancer, weren't CEV. I'm, I'm on that list for 4 different reasons. There's only 6 reasons you can be on that list. I'm on there for 4 different reasons. So I'm clinically extremely vulnerable 4 times over. Yeah, I know, Claire. It shouldn't have to be like that, though. Shouldn't be like, oh, if you're friends with her, like what do they know anyway? I'm a drama whore, what, because I talk about it when people are fucking putting my head in a fucking coffin. If that's what it is, then so be it. From now on, I'll title myself a drama whore, and then they can't complain about me doing it, can they? Because I will continue to say my piece, whether they like it or not. Yeah, that's true, Shaz, you know that. Oh my God, Claire, I knew that you weren't right. I knew something weren't right. Are they just cystic, or are they testing to check for more? Love you, Tam. Love you. Thing is like most of the time it don't really get to me, but like the coughing thing did. I'm not going to sit and bullshit it. It would get to anyone. More importantly, it upset me that I knew my kids were going to see it. My kids don't even like talking about the fact that I'm dying. You know what I mean? They'd rather just sort of brush over that subject and get on as if we're okay. Which we do most of the time. We don't, like, that's the thing, is we don't sit here moping about the fact that I'm dying. It's not like that. It never has been. I don't sit and cry about it. I don't want sympathy for it. I've got like enough attention from my family. I don't need that online. The point of talking about it online is more to put out the word, because people don't understand it. It's rare. It's a rare complication of a common disease, a commonly disabling disease. Bless you. We love you, Claire. Yeah, that's true, Shandy. Like, like my kids are really resilient as well. Do you know what I mean? Really resilient. They had to be. One's in the kitchen now. And message me if you need to, Claire. You know. Yeah. I mean, like my son, my son don't overreact to drama on the internet. You know what I mean? But even he has got to the point where he's like, what the hell? Like, I can't believe that people will actually take it that far. The fact is, in claiming that I'm a liar about it, it damages the reputation of my channel and what I'm trying to do here. So I have to speak against it. But other than that, like, they talk about my health more than I talk about my health. I wouldn't even sit here talking about my health half the time if I weren't having to answer to the fact that they're calling me a liar about it. As the pain's kicking up at the moment because I'm flaring up in the RA department, you might hear me complain more about my health, because I don't complain about the overall side of things and that, but I do have the odd tendency to moan when it hurts too much. I will sit here going, oh my god, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. But I find it shocking, like, and that he's still going now. Every time I try and answer to it, he'll just keep going and keep going. Sure his wife's very proud of him. It never said that I was no longer dying, though. That was the thing. Like, I didn't know on the day that I had the scan result come in. At first, I didn't know what it meant. Do you know what I mean? All I knew was that it was a good scan, really. It took me months before I actually spoke to another doctor. And that from there on, I knew where I stood with it. But I'm still diagnosed with the thing anyway, so it's neither here or there, unfortunately. And my lungs are still declining. Neither here or there, really, is it? Unfortunately, I had like one scan. You'll all remember it, but like Tan Shaz, you that have been around the longest, you'll all remember it. Yeah, I had a good scan. I came home, I was well excited about it. I commented on it to both Eileen and Nikki, and I was really happy. I thought I was going to be like a miracle had happened or something. It was a great moment, brilliant moment. That is a very fleeting moment. Yeah, and that's how you're right, babe. You're right. That's how it is in this disease. It's not like I've had many different diagnoses as I've been going along. Like, it started off, I was diagnosed with the COPD emphysema first. Hiya, Shire. Yeah, it is not good, is it? Um, and yeah, I had this scan, and it was like, oh yeah, they believed at that point that I didn't have RA lung anymore. That was all, like, which I do still have RA lung, unfortunately. But at that point, they were like, maybe it's not RA lung. Maybe it's because you've always got infection. Every time that you've been scanned, you've had infection. And that's what's shown. Welcome back, Flicker. I take it you've watched. um, so, yeah, they were like, well, right, when I first, in 2014, October 2014, I was first hospitalised, right? My lungs had gone massively downhill. I had pneumonia and sepsis. That was when it first showed ground glass opacity on my right lower lobe of my lung, and it showed emphysema in my lungs as well, which is little black holes. And I already had asthma, so that made COPD, right? And as you know, COPD is a killer as well. It's just a longer process. Oh, bless you, Claire. Love you. I need love at the moment, I must admit. um, yeah, so that was in 2014, right? And the thing was that I'd started RA drugs, for rheumatoid arthritis. I'd started methotrexate and another drug as well, hydroxychloroquine. And I was on both of them, and they basically they said that it was the methotrexate
and they said that I was allergic to methotrexate and that it had poisoned my lungs, and that coming off of it would heal my lungs and that they'd be okay. So I went along with that at first. But if you look back through my videos, you can actually see all of this happening right as it was. That was how it worked. Anyway, so then the next year I went into hospital again with pneumonia and sepsis. Every year I go in, and the last couple of years it's been like twice a year. So I went in again with pneumonia and sepsis, and this time I was on Enbrel, which is a biological drug injection for rheumatoid arthritis. And they said, "Oh, it's the Enbrel. The Enbrel's doing it. It's damaging to the lungs. It's known to damage the lungs." So they took me off the Enbrel, and they said that I should heal again, that I'd be all right. Now, at this point, I'm starting to look into it and realise that, hang on a minute, because I was actually getting lung issues when I first was getting RA symptoms before I got diagnosed. I was getting lung problems in the years leading up to the diagnosis. So then, at this point, like my lung function had declined. The ground glass opacity, which shows on X-rays and scans, that had covered the whole right lobe, whole right side of my lung at that point. And then the following year, I don't know if you can actually hear, but I'm getting breathless talking about it because obviously it's hard for me. Like being breathless isn't what you hear when you hear someone purposely putting it on going, it's not like that. It is the struggle to get a sentence out without, that it's just different from what people think it is when they're trying to put it on. Hiya, Pokey. Hiya, PJ. Thank you for joining me. Onwards, right? So the next year, I got took into hospital with pneumonia and sepsis. This time, they said it was the sulfasalazine, and so they took me off that and said that I should be all right. And I'm starting to feel more inclined at this point that I was like, hang on, I think the RA is affecting it. I think it's the RA, not the drugs. Yeah, I think it's on the website. Is you have to do it, or on a computer, I believe you have to do it. I'm not sure. I did it on the computer. Bless you. I've got an itchy back. He's done another video today. Thanks for becoming a member, PJ. Bless you. Yeah, it's on the homepage. Oh, thank you, darling. I got it in a little ponytail, actually. You're right, Ted. Thanks for joining me, babe. Yeah, she's already released that information, and I done a response video to it, so I don't really even need to sit here and argue it, do I? There is a response to it somewhere in my videos. If anyone wants to have a look, I'll probably find it later and share it. I had this was so I done the sulfasalazine. This was 2016, and that was when they finally came into me and said, and if you look on my medical notes that I shared, including in that video, it shows from 2016 was when they finally decided there was rheumatoid arthritis, interstitial lung disease. Now in 2019, summer 2019, somewhere like that, I had a good scan. Like I've had multiple hospitalizations since then, and the scarring in my lungs has covered all bases of my lungs. And then in 2019, 2018, I was hospitalised twice in 1 year. And it was actually then that I met Eileen and that lot because I was bored shitless in hospital, so I went and found them. Because obviously I watched Mark Smith, PXTV. So I found them lot and started watching them. God, do I regret it. Yeah, she's brought it up over and over again. It's there on my internet. It's on my Facebook page, on my Facebook page about the disease. I openly admitted on my Facebook page exactly what happened when it happened. I have been honest all the way through. I've always stated that yes, that happened, but I had a great scan, and I've even not changed that since. I've said like I don't know where I stand at the moment with it. Either way, I've still got COPD, um, so it makes no real difference apart from 5 years, really. I mean, like 5 years is still not a lot for a 43-year-old woman, is it? Um, I think anyone would want a bit more, if possible. Like, yeah. And let's face it, she's only a victim of herself. Yeah, I hope that that person comes forward as well. Um, because it needs saying. It shouldn't be hidden. It shouldn't be covered up. They're covering it up for her. They're protecting her, knowing that she's a smack rat, that she's thieving money off people and begging money off people. I'm going to go and get a coffee, guys, because I'm stressing a bit. So carry on talking amongst yourselves. But yeah, I'm pissed off about it. I'm pissed off because that was a really positive moment in my health history, and they've took it and used it against me. It makes no fucking difference what I've got, what I haven't got. If I'm sitting here telling you I've got it, then I've got it because I'm not asking for anything out of it. Do you know what I mean? If I was sitting here doing a GoFundMe, begging money because I'm ill, then yeah, I can understand people going, hang on a minute, I want proof that she's ill. But I've shown proof that I'm ill. I've shown everything that I can possibly show to prove that I'm ill. And ultimately, I don't need to keep answering to that, you know. The people that keep allowing that shit to go down and ignoring it, like you're just encouraging some really sick behaviours, you know, really sick behaviours. Imagine if it was your mum, um, you know, all these people who sit there and they're going, oh, but I've lost so and so, so you've got to be good to me. Oh, thank you, Pocahontas. Well, you know, I'm not asking anyone to be good to me because I'm ill. I'm asking you not to be a cunt to me because I'm ill. If you want to call me a cunt, call me a cunt. If you don't like me, don't like me, don't watch me. I'm fine with that shit. But don't fucking sit there going on at my kids about whether or not I'm dying. Don't go on putting me in a coffin when you know that I am dying. You sit there going, oh, but you're not dying, are you? But you're not dying. I don't need verification from you, twats. It's my kids that are having to sit there reading that. Exactly, Claire. I'd be so embarrassed to beg. She'll be, I think she already has sold her false teeth, babe. Probably to the Maverick. Extra for gobble without them. It's giving me ideas, PJ. Exactly, that's it. Like, why should we shut up, Tan? Why should we shut up? It's not like we're actually going out of our way trying to cause this trouble. They are coming to us constantly, making videos about me. If I shut up for weeks on end, they still come and do it. So why the fuck would I shut up? Yeah, I know, Ted. And the thing is it doesn't prove anything, does it? My health, like that was 2019. I've had loads of scans since then, not as many as I normally would have because of COVID has prevented a lot of what I would normally go through. But I've had scans, I've had um, lung function tests, I've had all my normal shit that I have. I've got to go for X-ray. Like I'm waiting for an X-ray to come through for my lungs because they're worried about them at the moment. Um, like one scan means nothing in the grand scheme of things when you've been through the shit that I go through on a daily basis with it all. Like literally, I've been in hospital multiple times since then as well. You know what I mean? And every infection is the one that could get me. We know that it doesn't like it's not about the disease that's going to kill me; it's the infections that kill me. Um, and I never know which one's coming that's going to be that one that I can't fight off. Certainly, COVID scared the shit out of me. You know what I mean? And my kids. My kids have been terrified of COVID, like getting me. And this twat on the internet thinks it's fucking funny. You know what I mean? It's not. It's just not funny. Like, do you know what it feels like when you can't breathe? Like, I wouldn't wish that on Nu after everything she's done to me. I would never wish it on her. Do you know what I mean? But they think it's funny. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I've got to get coffee.
yeah, but as I was saying, I've had loads since then. Like when you've got diseases like I've got, right? It doesn't even the RA without the ILD side of it. Sorry. You don't just sorry. The disease doesn't just stay the same. It changes constantly. Like I can wake up one day and be completely crippled up, and the next day I wake up. Well, usually it's not the next day, but the day before, I could have been walking around as if I was fine. You don't know what you're going to be like, and the lung disease side of it is exactly the same. If my RA flares up, my lung disease flares up. If my lung disease flares up, I can't take the RA meds, so I have to have the RA flare up. And it's very hard, difficult to get a balance. And the only reason that I'm doing as well as I have been this year is purely because of lockdown that's kept me well, stopped me from having all these constant infections. And ultimately, like to judge anything based on one scan, like a couple of years ago, is a kind of load of bollocks, really, isn't it? It makes zero sense, you know. A couple of years ago, Nikki was telling me she had diabetes that was untreated by the doctor because she had gained control of it before and then was losing control of it, and the doctor didn't want to treat her because they couldn't monitor her. And then when I was gone, she changed that to she had narcolepsy because she had met someone with narcolepsy. It doesn't mean I haven't got a fucking clue what her health condition is now. I don't know what her doctor's diagnosed her with at the moment. I'm guessing. I won't go there because I don't need to go there. I don't need to fucking rip her apart the way she does me. Let you lot do that. But no, I don't need to go there with her. But the ultimate fact is that I'm not sitting here going like I know what's wrong with her and what's not wrong with her. I could tell before that she was bullshitting about certain aspects of it, that's for sure. Because no doctor would ever leave a diabetic unmedicated. Same as no doctor would ever leave an RA patient unmedicated. It doesn't happen. It's too serious a disease for a doctor to ignore, even if you're not having severe active disease. They've got to control it before it takes over your body and does serious damage. That goes for RA and diabetes. They're the two main diseases that fuck people up, you know. Like I don't understand their point to sit there and say, well, she said this time ago. Like I'm literally sitting here now, as I have all along. Like I showed myself at the time. I told the story as it went along. I had a good scan, so I told people I had a good scan. I'm not sitting there lying about it. Am I trying to cover up the fact that I had a good scan? If I was, then yeah, you might want to question it. And I've also told people all of the story as it's gone along. In fact, I've said less about it since all of this because I don't want to keep giving them more to target me with. But there's a lot still going on with my health. There always has been. I've got multiple conditions, so they all work in different ways to disable me. And some will sometimes be okay, and some will sometimes not be okay. Fibro, as far as I'm concerned, fibro, I don't have much problem with fibro. I can live with fibro on the medication that I'm on for it. And the only time that fibro gets too much for me is when the RA is getting too much for me and it kicks off and my whole body will be screaming at me with pain.
my back is a long term, always been their problem, you know, when I've got other conditions as well that I won't even bother getting into because they'll just take piss out of that shit as well. You have so much going on, and I've got, you know, my hospital specialists, they have to have specialist meetings about me. So I'm pretty sure that they're all quite convinced that I really am that sick, even if Mr. MD and his fucking posse are not. Love you, Shire, bless you. Grinder's lung is very similar. It's and it's from like the same as asbestos lung, all very similar to interstitial lung disease, and it's really hard to breathe. You know, it's horrible. See, Shy, that's how I deal with it as well. I've got very dark humour. My doctor, when they were trying to tell me what was wrong with me, they were like, "We need to know that you're taking this seriously," because I was cracking jokes and shit. I'm reading up, by the way. I'm just not going to read everything out because obviously it just causes more trouble, but I'm interested in what you're saying. Yeah, and I was going to donate to you the other day and realised you wasn't monetized, Claire. You're funny. Sorry, I was reading up. Shaz, love you. Oh no, Shaz, that's yeah. Air pressure definitely affects the arthritis, doesn't it? Without a doubt. My mum's really suffering, bless her. My ankle's killing me. That's why I'm sitting down today. Started cross stitching again. I like cross stitching. I just can't do it anymore. My hands can't do the really fine stuff. I have no grip.
thing is as well, they go on about it like, oh, look at what she does. She says this, she says that. Hey, Terry, how are you, babe? Oh, it's so good to see you. I ran out of breath then, halfway through saying that. I'm so glad that you come on, Terry. Are you all right? What was I going to say? My head's gone. Like, I don't delete any of my stuff. So, you know, I mean, people can have a look through and see what things I've said and done. Go on, like if they want to prove what a bullying, evil person I am, like, don't go using something from 2019. Come on, bring it forward. Let's see something relevant. And not about my health, because it's got fucking to do with this anyway. Okay, it's hard to understand how anyone's left back in it. Is there anyone left back in it? I noticed that some have departed his company recently. Can't say I blame them. Glad they finally seen the error of their ways. You know, they're used in Chinese dishes, Kirsty. Oh my God, has no one told her to stop fucking singing yet? Like, please, somebody tell her to shut the fuck up. Mind you, if she'd have ever shut the fuck up, it wouldn't be like this, would it? Is he going to bang me out now? I love you, Flicker. Hey, Dorothy. Lovely to see you, darling. You can sing, Claire. Bet you can sing better than that. Doesn't take much, though, to be better than that. myself out there on the internet like that. It's all that embarrassing. My kids would kill me, literally. My kids threatened to kill me if I went and put TikToks out, let alone bloody actually singing. Go toe to toe. I'd like to see him fucking try. You join the EV evolutions, oh, how cool. Yeah. Ali, I mean, Amethyst. Was it Amethyst or Misty Waters? One of those two ones that sound very much like the same person. Was saying that they've got my dress, so why hasn't he turned up with them? Yeah, that's what my kids said. Claire. They were literally like, "No, Mum." I was like, "Won't you do a dance one with me?" No, it's not happening. I was Amethyst, yeah. The dress is programmed in sat nav. Such a big hard man. Yeah, I thought Mr. Waters was him. Amethyst is Ali in it. But they talk the same bollocks because it comes from the same source. She's just a sheeple. She's a sheeple that does as she's told. And enjoys it very much, all that trolling and cloning. Nice one. It's better to go slow as well with the weight loss. Oh, that's lovely, Kirsty. Yeah, Claire. Shelley. 50 face daily is about right. You could do a shrink left with your tips. It's lovely to see you, Terry. I was getting a little bit worried again. Whenever I don't hear from you, I'm like, if you're right. I don't want you to catch COVID more than anything. I did hear the other day it was on the news that, like, on the news here. I'm sure I just heard a cat screaming. Oi! Yeah, it was on the news that, like, Canada's having issues with the Indian variant. Is that right? Nothing worse than putting on socks that haven't fully dried. That is, isn't it? It's horrible. Only thing he's battering is a fish. Yeah, that smelly one next to him. It's hard getting off these baboon bars. Exactly.
Yeah, sure. I've seriously considered cutting off my feet before, you know. No, I don't think that's going to work. Actually, I'll put that aside and finish putting these on. They say about £2 a week is the ideal rate to lose it. Weight at. Charge up the taser. Like I said, I'd love to see them actually turn up here. Okay, Kirsty. Thanks, shirt. I know. I should like change it slightly so as you can at least see that I do have clothing on. Just top there. I'm dressed like a cat today. It's actually Pete's pajamas. Well, I wear it as pajamas. It wasn't meant as pajamas, but I do wear it as pajamas. Oh my God, Chaz. Crazy, isn't it? Because they haven't got the healthcare there as well. Flicker. Yeah, I don't know what I'm wanting to eat to do dinner. I might do pie for the kids, but soup for me, I think. Yeah, I used to always crash diet. It's not the healthiest way to do things. I used to be up and down like a yo-yo. I'm coming off the steroids now, so hopefully I can get rid of the extra, like 12 kilograms I've gained. Yeah. Says I do actually have a pork joint in the fridge that I probably should throw it away actually. I was meant to do it on Sunday, but it wasn't defrosted in time. So then I was meant to do it on Monday, and I haven't. Been very bone idle lately. Well, not bone idle, but overworked and underpaid and underappreciated, quite obviously. Little bot's giving the dogs a COVID test. Oh God, you've had 2 vanilla slices. You're as bad as me. Okay. I'm a sweet eater. I am. Like, I ended up with the gallstone problem, Shire. That was what happened and how I ended up so ill. Why is it frozen? You still hear me? I don't know why my face is frozen. I think the webcam's like locked itself off. Can you hear me still? And can you see this one still? Ow. I heard a bleep and then it cut that camera. And my gallstone was only one gallstone that caused all that trouble, but it blocked the bile duct, and caused major infection in my gallbladder. Can you hear me, guys? I don't understand. Strange. I don't know why it's suddenly frozen my webcam. I think my webcam sort of has become unplugged or something somehow. Because I heard it sort of bleep. Oh my god, yeah. I've heard that kidney stones are really painful to pass. Or karaoke live, PJ. I'm sure you'll do better than some. That's got to be painful, Claire. I don't want to even think about how painful that must be. Hiya, Shandy. Welcome back. I'm glad you can still hear me anyway. I'll carry on doing this. I have no idea why my camera has done that. No idea why it's gone wrong there, but never mind. Yeah, I ended up with the sepsis. I think that's what caused all my problems. Really, is what led to this. Is the like the constant infection from the gallbladder. And I had to cut out part of my liver to cut the gallbladder out because it had glued itself in with toxic stuff, like poisonous stuff. It glued itself into my liver. So they cut away like about a quarter of my liver to cut the gallbladder out. They didn't know, like with Claire, they knew that that was what was going on inside of her. So they were like less inclined to operate because they were worried about the effect it would have. Whereas with me, they didn't know until they opened me up that it was going to do that. And I ended up pretty bad on the table, apparently. But like, they held off operating on you, didn't they, Claire? Because they were worried about it. I'm not surprised, Claire. I really truly believe that it's that led me to being as ill as I got. Like, see, I've heard about Mersey syndrome, but I've never looked into it majorly. Like, you know what I mean? I'll look it up though to find out for your benefit, Claire, because I know it helps having friends that do care enough to find out what it is going on with you when it's something rare. So, a friend of mine that passed away, her mum once said to me, like, the best thing you could do for my daughter as a friend is find out and like research her condition. And then I got ill, and I felt much the same. Like, it made a difference to me, the people that cared enough to find out what was wrong with me and understand what I was going through. Oh, bless you, Terry. Not good when they make you sick, is it? Alright, Flicker. Enjoy your food, love. My boy just made bacon and omelette sandwich, like, in the kitchen. I was like, oh, it smells so good. Oh, really? I didn't know that about rabbits, Dorothy. Yeah, the plastic's really bad, isn't it? If you reuse it, any plastic with one on the bottom, you shouldn't reuse it. Yeah, there's a little triangle on the bottom of any plastic bottles, and that, if it's got a one on it, you shouldn't reuse it ever. I didn't know that for ages, and I was sending my kids to and from school with like refilled bottles sometimes, like refilled from bigger bottles. And yeah, I stopped doing that once I realised. But for me, I believe that a lot of like the bottles and that, and the chemicals in the products that we use in the home, and that is what causes a lot of the autoimmune problems that we're getting in our generation. Oh, good. I'm glad you told them of another fake beggar, Shandy. People should be told. Cranberry juice as well, good for you. I would recommend to anyone to drink cranberry juice like regularly. Not a lot, just enough. They should write it on the label, Shandy, as well. I agree. I was mortified when I found out about that. I'm going to warn everyone now. I don't know who is anyone on live tonight, because I already feel how tired I am. So I won't guarantee anyone that I'll be around tonight. Yeah, marine biology would teach you that as well. Cannot adventure, of course. The guy seems to refuse to learn, like, that what he's doing is wrong. So we have to keep letting people know what he's doing. Because really, I don't even need to say, like, that it's wrong. I can just send people, like, go and have a look, go see what he's saying and doing. And take a look through mine and see what I'm saying and doing. And see if I really do deserve it, because I don't. But I'm open to being judged because I know that I've been decent, whereas they delete everything to hide the fact that they've been absolute cunts. And they get people to cover for them as well. Well, Claire, I'm not gay, but I think I'm falling for you. We love Claire. Hey, really? I spend a fortune on water as well, Dorothy. Before COVID, I was buying bottled water for the cats as well. And they drink about 2 litres of water a day. So it was quite expensive, but I had to stop, obviously, because we had such water shortage at first. Was that all of them? 2 halves. Ugh. Excuse me a second. No. Hand down. Let's get down. Okay. Hi, the heart of Samey. Nice to see you. I need to go away, guys. Thank you. I must go to the toilet.
That still needs a little bit more. Whoops. Right, I'll be back in a second, guys. I've got to go away. I'm going to just check my phone as well. Okay, I'll be back in a second, guys. Hello. Hello, hello. I still don't know why my camera's gone off. I don't get it. What did I do? I must have clicked something or something. I don't know. Buddy has learnt to scratch at the window like the other boys. Take care, Shai. Thank you for joining me, darling. Little speed in that one. Getting a bit hot now. Maybe this lot up. Unplug that. A bit of light. Yeah, it's true. Very true. Thank you, Shai. I know. Hopefully it's all right, though. Scary, Shaz. Scary. I know how nervous my friend was when her daughter went up to high school. She had learning difficulties. And like she's autistic. I think she's got something else as well. I should know really, shouldn't I? And she was really anxious about her going up, and she did have a lot of trouble, and ended up my best friend took her and all of her kids out of school and taught them at home. Well, she done that from junior school actually. That started off in junior school. Last one. Right, that's one big box of bath bombs. Oops, shit, sorry guys. Yeah, one big box of bath bombs. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it can't be easy, especially with everything that's changed over the last year, because it's probably affected her quite a lot with being used to being at home. Inks, these were my ones. Oh god, yeah. I know that feeling, PJ, is exactly how I feel, babe. Oh, that's good, Shaz. That's how it should be as well, I think. These are some mica mist sprays that I've done in the past, and I want to make a couple of backgrounds quickly. Sorry guys. Get that out of the plug. Oh, got an electric shock off of that plug then. Probably not good, is it? Oops. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel at the moment about cooking. I hate cooking. I hate cleaning up afterwards as well. I'm sick of it. It's all I ever seem to do is like worry about food, and I don't even like eating healthy. Actually, met her on the dance floor. You cannot feel the groove, DJ. Gonna turn this up and that's right there. Yeah, I remember that. Safety and respect, Baxter, isn't it? Where is she, right? Oops. Yeah, it does sound like it is, doesn't it, Dorothy? Bit worrying. Like, obviously, we're doing all right, but it's the rest of the world that's a bit of a worry, isn't it? Hey, Dreamer, you alright, mate? Oops. You're going to be timed out. Hi, Sue Evans, you alright, mate? How are you, Steve? Nice to see you, mate. Officially a variant of concern. That's not good, is it? I wonder if it's going to be okay with the vaccine. Do you know what I mean? I assume it'd be out of control in this country already if it was. Although I've just had an email from the school saying that they've got a case of COVID in the. Oh, look, that's from when Grace made the bath bombs with me the first time. That was when I first made bath bombs. Oh. Anyway, um, yeah, it's kind of concerning, isn't it? Is it going to be okay with the um vaccine? But I do assume that it would have already took over this country as well if the vaccine was going to be ineffective against it. Although I'm still waiting. I've got next Monday. I'm going to have my second. Obviously, I've had to put it off because of being ill. If I can stay off the antibiotics this week, then I can have it on Monday. And let you back for me. No, you're not allowed to time him out. The husband's allowed. He gets away with murder in here. He's entitled to it. Yes, it is. It is. Steve is Shelley's, Dream On is Shelley's husband, Jess. Not for much longer. Shelley's joking about timing him out, obviously. Thank you, Steve. My camera froze, by the way, on the webcam. I don't know why it's done that, but yes. Oh shit, that's my head. A thick bit of cardboard there. I'm going to keep that. Look at how thick that bit of board is. I'm going to keep that and use it. Although you know that everyone's going to moan at me for being a hoarder. Excuse me, coughing my guts up constantly. I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, aside from the obvious. Not quite. Yes, that, but you told me to get a doggy camera. called them big. Not quite perfect, but it'll do, won't it? Yeah, it's frozen. I don't know what I've done. It just went bleep and then my camera froze, but at least we've got this other camera on here. It should be okay for now. I'm just going to do a couple of quick backgrounds that I can leave to dry, and we'll work on tomorrow, hopefully. I'll say tomorrow, but you know, sometimes I don't get on when I want to. I might make them smaller as well. You're also making your own tea. Excuse me, keep sniffling. Must be my terrible habits, so some people would say. Take the time off. I like that. I always feel like it's my respite time as well. Well, it's supposed to be anyway. It's not really been very relaxing recently with all the drama, but it's yeah. My time online is like my time where I get to sit and chill and be just not normal, like so as normal as I'm gonna get. That's what I try to make it anyway. A few people have changed how that feels for me, but I'm great sleeping in spare room and I'm cold. Poor Steve. I'll do this because I'll see if I can use that as well. Even if it's just for like sentiments and banners and stuff. I'll breathe the other way then. Or rhubarb crumble. Oh, I love rhubarb. My granddad used to grow rhubarb and my nan used to make the crumble. And it's very comforting to me. I wish you could send me some, Claire. I should check that that's cooled down before I put it in the box. Packaging. Right, we'll stick these in just so I can have a little play with these, see what we do with these. Actually. Oh yeah, go for it, Terry. Might as well, babe. Thing is with being poorly is, you know, if we're stuck at home, we might as well put our energy into doing something that's like a positive as well. Because it gives me a boost. It makes me feel better about myself that I'm not just sitting around wallowing in self pity waiting to die. Do you know what I mean? Ready? Let's see what we can come up with, shall we? Mm. Okay, this is obviously blocked in the tube already. So we just go right there. And go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Take care, Kirsty, darling. Love ya. Perhaps it's therapeutic for him to come and watch me craft. And she's come to wind you up, innit? That one's not going to spray. Teal. I adore fresh cream as well. I must admit, I could easily gain weight again if I just get to eating things with fresh cream in. But one squirt and then it stops. It's not good, is it? No, it's blocked in the tube, of course. Yeah, we'll support you, Terry. Definitely 100% behind anything you do. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I know what I should have done. I should have squirted it with water first, apparently. So I'm told. Is that water? No, that's alcohol. Glycerin. See if I can moisten this. We know you don't mean that, Shelley. That's my daughter at the door, guys. I'll be back in a second. Okay, back. Sorry about that, guys. Grace says hello though. Oh look, I've splattered my screen with paint. Right, got some water while I was at it. Oh, I love you all. My daughter as yet hasn't seen the offending. Obviously, she's the youngest and struggles a bit with stuff like that. So, try and keep it. James and Steve together will be fun when it ends. Okay, none of these are working. They're all like the spray stuff. Is it, Shelley? It was my nanny's name as well. My nan who looked after me while my mum worked. That's why I named my daughter after her. She was very much more like my mother figure than anyone else. This is ink, so I should really probably not do that. But oh, wow! Oh look, got it all over me. Uh-oh, that's going to stain. Oh, I love you guys. Love you, Tam. Love you, Shelley. Love you, Terry. Love you, Dorothy. And you, Shaz. Love you all. I'm really grateful to have you all around. Unlike some people, I'll always be grateful for it as well. I wouldn't ever go back on that. I'll always remember. I don't forget so easily when people support me. Got a load of these as well. Oh wow, how cool is that? That's so strange, Julie. We've got far too much in common. Oh yes, I need to nuzzle your knockers for comfort, Dorothy. I love your knockers, and I've only heard about them, but I love them. So Tan's already been knocked out by him. Can you hear the little beads in there? What mixes the mica? Feel the love. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm glad that he's settling in. Let's see what that's like, shall we? No, it's still going to be making the bloody things. Thank you, Terry. I love you, darling. So you stuck by me last year, didn't you? You was like the last man standing, you was, Terry. When everyone else buggered off, you stuck by me, didn't you? Dan Dot got our shares, yeah. Dot's got booby for all of us. You're right, yeah. Ooh. I just found a piece of watercolour cards that you had written on when you were really little, when we first made bath bombs, and it was like your like how to make bath bombs, and it was so cool because that was when I first made bath bombs, wasn't it? No, yeah, you have definitely. Your handwriting's nice. I like your handwriting. Even as little, and you were very artistic.
I never got freaking, you know, like the pen license. Yeah, pen license. I was really slow for that, but I never got it. I think it's just because I.
Oh, to be fair though, at primary school, you didn't really like being at school much. Yeah. Like, yeah, you had such separation anxiety. You did. It's a nightmare.
The first time I
she used to scream.
Yeah, same. I used to scream and
like she was. Yeah, that's what she used to do. She was the only one out of my kids that done it. It was a big shock to me to deal with, like her not wanting to leave me because I was broken about it. I used to sit and watch her through the window.
Sending off your kids to school if they like going to school, it's fine.
Yeah.
But if they don't like school.
I didn't want to send you to school. It would kill me every day.
School was technically bad. I had friends.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah, you just wanted to be at home with me all the time. Bless you. None of them are working. It's because it blocks the tubes on these. Oh shit, that went everywhere. Oh, I like that there. Oh no, it went everywhere. Literally everywhere. It's all over my side and everything. I know. I wasn't going to mention that, Tam, but you know. Oh, Claire, you're an angel. You really are an angel. You're going to be like my angel of mercy, I think. Ah, thank you, Sherry. Yeah, they are amazing. I love them. That was Grace and her boyfriend, Isaac. He's a regular fixture these days. That part of the family now. Same as Pokey. We are one big happy family. We all look out for each other. Tan. You're a dogging angel. Now let's not encourage too much. You're naughty auntie. YouTube's deleting the comments. Right, what am I doing? I want some purple, but the purple don't seem to. Oh, there you go. Why is it getting one squirt that goes mostly where I didn't want it, and the rest doesn't? Ooh, very artistic. Let's put that teal. Where is that teal colour? It keeps splattering all over my screen. Still not going to spray. I can't stand these things. I need better spray bottles. Yeah. Aim the squirt better, innit? Yeah. Like, why you do this to me? Come on. Had to hide the Hoover somewhere. Oh, that just splattered everywhere. Obviously put too much mica in some of them. Okay, now this is already damp, so I can come in, bring this out to there, and then come in with this. What have we got in here? Right, now we'll go with some squirts of alcohol oil as well. Where was you discussing squirt action? Oh yeah, Steve missed the fun, didn't he? Get on with the camera. This looks random, doesn't it? But it's not. It is random, but we'll have fun with it. Ugh. It butted my cervix. You're such a naughty man, Steve. You're going to get in trouble. Telling you off. Get on with the camera. Steve jumped in on the squirting bit. It's more like it there, didn't we? You vanished the shed, not even spare room. That's not good. Definitely needs to get on with James, doesn't he? James, Jim, and Steve. We'll have a right old go in between them all, won't we? Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry. Didn't mean to swear. Going to do some trimming. Okay, let's give this a go, shall we? Maybe a bit more purple. Like that. Oh, look, and a little bit of black silver as well. Right, so this we've already damped down. We'll give it one more squirt. And then we'll go in and smoosh. Is he live, is he? Is he triggered? Is he a bit triggered? Okay. Oh, I'm not sure I like that, but you know, we shall see. Oh, right, yeah, those lights.
He'll be listening to a bit. With some bread. And then if I go, oh shit, over here with some alcohol like this. And then going. I'm ignoring you. Getting this stuff all over me. Right, I've got here some ink that is, I don't even know if I should be using it on that, but actually I'll use that on the Yupo paper. We'll go with another red first, hang on. Yeah, I have to do a couple of nighttime streams so as the lads can all get together. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see actually, Shirley. That one. Be hiding. Call it a social experiment, yeah. 10. Love water, actually. Get a squirt. Ooh. That's about as good as that's going to get. Yeah, I like tie-dye t-shirts. Grace made one recently. There's something well therapeutic about doing this stuff. Oh, shit. Sprayed that all over the place except for where I wanted it to go. Yeah. Oh, bless. Okay, that's pretty cool, isn't it? I like that one. See that working on a card. Now I'm going to go. Yeah, nice bit. Get some Yupo paper. Yupo. My alcohol spray is running out. Let me just refill it quickly. Go with the weathered twigs, weathered wood. distress oxide spray here because that reacts with water as well. I'm not going to use that actually on the Yupo paper. I'm going to do the alcohol on the Yupo. Hang on, Phoenix. Wait. Let's see if I can. Right, this is alcohol, just alcohol spray. And now I'm going to take this Yupo paper, which is alcohol paper, especially for alcohol inks. And I'm going to go. It's good fun, isn't it, Shelley? Little bit this, little bit that. I've got here, these are made from ink that you put in cartridge pens mixed with alcohol. Hang on, Fifi. Yeah, I'd say that was pink as well, but it's this one's supposed to be purple. I reckon what it is that they've mixed the pink and the blue together for the purple. Agreed. Claire, that's a really good way of using the perfume better. Get down, Cupid. Come on, Effie. Now I'm going to get another bit of the Yupo paper and go like this. Yeah, I use essential oil diffusers now. Good day. Oopsie, sorry guys. You see that reaction? This so annoys me. I just want to be able to use it properly. Adrian. Look at it as it joins in with the ink. Oh, nice. Shaz. Can't lift the box. Yeah, my boy wants to get some weights on that at the moment. Bless. Silver. I can't, like the spray bottles just do my nutting. Oopsies, I got. And now I'm gonna, with the watercolour paper, gonna wet it. Now let's go with the distress oxide spray. Actually, I'll go. Uh-oh. Welcome back, Kirsty. I've got to go and check in with one of the kids in a minute because I can hear squealing, which means something good's happening by the sounds of it. Another one, I know. Cute. Cute. A bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. He's so autistic, man. I like that though. Surprising, isn't it? Achieve with just like a little bit of rough house and some ink and stuff, but I like it.
Okay, what do you think, guys? I'm going to add a little bit more to that. Oh, sorry, guys. You know, my feet, like the nails go purpley, like, and the veins all start popping out when I'm flaring. It's very obvious, like signs. There's like obvious bits that happen that, like when people say about invisible disease, it's like, no, it's not. It's not invisible at all, mate. Yeah, I'm knackered as well. I'm sort of ready to go and sit down and not do much else. So you think I'm up for cooking dinner tonight, and I usually try to, but I am not feeling it. I've got like a fever. I think that's flaring, not like not the infection. Yeah. I know this thing's over the top there, but watch for this. Have you seen Dr. Shares? Oh, have you seen Dr. Shaz has got RA like me, Claire. So I think why we've got a hell of a lot in common, turns out. Oh, nice. Claire, I like to look at that. I've just changed my mum over to sulfasalazine, Shaz. She's like waiting for it to start helping her, really, you know what I mean? But I said that it took me about 6 months before I would have said that sulfasalazine made much difference. I really like how that one's showing up now. Look. Yeah, there is. It's crazy how many of this there are. I think that's the thing when you're disabled or you're sick, you end up attracted to the paranormal for other reasons, don't you? So obviously there's some not very good people in the paranormal as well that take advantage of that. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, next. Thank you, next. Yes.
Let's hope the next one helps though, babe. I know what it's like. On different meds, stopping this one, starting that one. It's horrible. I really wouldn't wish it on anyone. Raynaud's disease, yeah, your hands and feet go purple. Yeah, I've got quite a few friends with Raynaud's. Raynaud's had quite a lot of connection to RA as well, because an autoimmune disease. Again, bloody autoimmunity, eh? Seems to be the bugbear for most of us. Yeah, I know, Kirsty. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know why it's gone like that. I'm did try and work it out, but I don't know what I've done wrong. Hope I can fix it before the next one. I'll try and get my son to have a look at it for me. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that's a new one. Go in the middle of that. Oh, it's going to start leaking out the back of the box soon. YouTube will never take our freedom. Love it, Kirsty. Right, and we go with the Yupo paper. Let's catch it before it starts spilling everywhere, shall we? Oh, look at that. Hey, Coach. You alright, babe? How you doing? Nice to see you, mate. That idiot that put me in a coffee and's done another video today, Coach. Right, I'm going to put that down there a minute and come in with another bit. Fortnite's got a new update here. How are you, Coach, babe? Coach is my boy. Love him.
these people don't know who they're fucking with, do they, Cut? Keep being mean to Mama Cass. Really like that. It's deep and moody, isn't it? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see what else we can get out of that one. That looks good, doesn't it? So I'm quite happy with that. A little bit more alcohol spray all over this. Should re-moisten this up enough. Just going to go in with a couple of drips of this blue because it's really pretty. Red. What I'll do in future is just add mica straight to some ink, oil on here. Not oil, alcohol. I'll just put alcohol on here and then throw on some mica rather than doing that. Claire. Right, should we go in and squidge it? Now what I'd like to do is go in and dry this and then come back and dab it some more. Add a bit more to that one. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you, babe. I'm just trying to convince people that I'm not really sick because I don't know why that's fun to him. But I suppose it works out better for him if people think I'm not being genuine in it. It is, yeah. I don't want to keep giving that like airtime as well, do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Oops, sorry guys. Oh, I love you. You've been a great friend to me, Kirsty. Bless you. Okay. I think I need a bit more alcohol spray. and then one of water for the. Love you. Can you lie down, Kirsty? You feeling alright? I thought you were feeling a bit better, babe. Hope you're alright. Oh, thank you, Carts. Well, you've witnessed me being poorly and going in and out and what it's done to my family, but obviously some people haven't seen it for themselves, so it's hard thinking that they think that was me, but if that's it, then so be it. Love you lots. Yeah, thank you, Peggy. Just dropped that on the floor. My camera froze. Yeah, I'm okay, Kirsty, thank you. That's it's Pomace is deleting the messages because they're trolls. It's always from the same place, Carl. So it's these same people go around acting like they're innocent victims while they're doing all that. I'm just going to go in with that for a little one. there with some water. I'm going to gather twigs. Just go with the gold. Okay, that's not happening. I'm going to have to fix these. Okay, we'll waterproof this one, but water, that colour. And Kirsty does some really good pictures, doesn't you, Kirsty? Okay, I think I'm going to get off in a minute, guys, because I'm about done for today. I'm not sure I like that yet, but we'll see what it comes up like. One more. Just to clean up. Oh, I want to play that Detroit Become Human. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it on my computer though, because I think it might be a bit too much for my computer's needs. I'd really like to play it after watching Paranormal White Noise playing it on at Christmas. I really enjoyed it. I watched the whole playthrough. It's like 12 hours long. Really enjoyed it though. No, I just result. Just telling me I've got a new blood test result. I thought I'd already have them on. Okay, I'm actually quite happy with that. Might lodge a little bit of the blue on there. On your PS4. Okay. No, don't do that. I want to do that. Just go in with the water and drip it on. Doesn't really make much difference, does it? I like it. Okay. Right. I'm going to get off, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been lovely. We've got all sorts going on there. I'll just let them dry a bit and then I'll take some pictures and share them. Show you what they come up like here. Because they do change as they dry. For reels. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Love it. That was quite productive. Alright, I'm going to go, guys. I love you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. And I'll hope to see you tomorrow. See how I feel. If I can, I will be on. Alright. Thank you, guys. Love ya. Much love. Breathe easy, folks. I'll see you again soon, yeah? You're more than welcome.